just address the market open. So the Nifty is starting at about 23,500 and that's about 135 points higher. The Nifty Bank is up about 0.6%. That's about 300 points higher, 49,536. We've got advanced decline, which is 4:1 in favor of advances, but things are still opening up, and we should maybe look at this 10 minutes from here. IT index is starting about 1.5 higher. So actually IT and consumer, the Nifty consumer index and the Nifty IT index were the two sectors which were doing well yesterday. And of course, I mean, IT sold off on Saturday for some reason. That's coming back up. The Sensex is up 0.5% as well. The consumption index is starting 0.25%, 0.5% higher. And we should have the Nifty heat map maybe come up on your screens as well in just a bit, just to give you a sense of how we are starting. But broadly, as expected, and as the GIFT Nifty indicated earlier on, this is a good start.
Well, Trump has postponed those tariffs on Mexico as well as Canada, and we had mentioned this earlier today. Samvardhana Motherson could be the one that pulls back all that it lost off yesterday, and that's precisely what's happened. So that's up close on 7%. Giving it company on the upside is Sona BLW as well, so that's another stock that's done well. Castrol reported its numbers, declared a dividend of around 9.50 rupees as well. The street likes that. Remember, it's corrected a fair bit from the recent peak, but for starters, it's up close to around 7.5%. You have NLC India as well. The numbers look pretty okay, so that stock was up close to around 5%. Another one that's opened up with solid gains is Premier Energies, and the volumes are very, very high on that one. Remember, Premier Varie, they had seen a fair correction from the recent peak, and now post the numbers, you've seen both those two stocks that have done well. Kamath Hotels, a smaller stock, we don't talk about it very often, but that one's up close to around 15% as we speak. So big volumes actually for an initial trade on that particular name. Thomas Cook is the one that's pulled back close to around 8% to kickstart trade. Welspun Enterprises as well as down close to around 8%. Volumes not very, very high on that one though. And another one, Vishnu Prakash, our Pungli, that's down close to around 13%. Only highlighting it because, have very, very large volumes out there. And that one is down. Paradeep's Phosphates as well, down close to around 5.5%.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Samvardhana, the gains now 7.5%. But actually, it's not the only one. A lot of the auto ancillary plays are doing well this morning. Look at Bharat Ford, 4.5 to 5% higher. There's Sona BLW that's also doing good. Not just Castrol, Gulf Oil Lubricants is also up 4.5%. So interesting auto plays. But to come back to the large cap screen, Nifty's up 140 points, and the biggest gainers include some of the global-facing names like a Hindalco, up about 3.5%. ONGC is high, about 3%. Then there is M&M, BEL, Infosys, Adani Ports. It's a pretty widespread move across stocks and sectors. L&T is recovering this morning. So that whole beat down the industrials trade seems to have paused. The exception would be something like a Power Grid because numbers are bad. I mean, and there the market's not going to be charitable. Power Grid is down about 3%. And consumers are cooling off this morning. Staples, what you've heard the last couple of days is that not too many people are gung-ho on staples with this income tax cut. So Britannia, Lever, even Asian Paints for that matter, ITC, these are all stocks that are correcting. Rest of the market doing fairly okay for now.
So 140 points on the Nifty is what we have, and 23,500 on the index holding at this point in time. On the downside, Tata Chemicals is coming off about 4%. Power Grid, I think Vivek was talking about this, it's down about 3%. These are the top volume-led losers, top 5 volume-led losers. Swiggy had a 5% up move yesterday. It's coming off about 1.5%. I think we did mention Paradeep, which is down 6.
Yes.
And 110, 111. Welspun Enterprises is down 5.5%, so 570. Asian Paints is down about 1%. And AB Capital is down about 1. Gland, Ajanta Pharma are some of the others which are down between 2, 3, 4%. So that's the overall picture as far as market open is concerned. The big volume-led gainers, Premier Energy, 5%. Divi's 5%. Motherson, 8%. So this is, this is what's stacking up right on the top of the gainer board. And Vedanta is up about 4% as well. So it got smashed down, beaten down quite badly. So back to about 440. And Castrol is the other one I think we highlighted, which is up about 9% or so.